You're seeing that right. The beast can be slayed. Game number 2 went to Crackety. One of the quickest games. The quickest game we've had in midweek muster so far. We hop into the deciding game here on Frisian Marshes. Beasty taken to his signature HRE. And Crackety, will he have to rant about how OP they are, or will he have to deal with the backlash of picking the Byzantines? Let's find out. Remember, guys, this is part of our $9,000 esports circuit, just the first week. And Crackety is already having a cracking time here. He was able to take down Killjadi 2-0 in style. And now, he has a good shot at taking out Beasty. Byzantines versus HRE is a very interesting matchup, actually. Been a while since I've been able to catch it, because typically one of these is banned, right? But Byzantines do have a very good aggressive timing due to the longbow scaling. I have seen some HRE players go in much earlier where they play into archers, but Beasty isn't doing that. Instead, he's playing the Dark Age opening. Racks drop for the HRE. Crackety on the other side. What's his reaction going to be? Because look at the spawn. It's double forward gold. The berries are forward as well. Nothing is protected here on Frisian Marshes. And yeah, so like, sometimes we like to say, oh man, tournaments should just use whatever maps on the ladder more, right? But can we agree that this map really should just be on the ladder? Like, I think it's past point now. Microsoft, pick up Frisian Marshes, put it in the rank pool. I think this map is still loved by a lot of people. Yes, sometimes it can feel a bit cheesy when someone outpost rushes you or whatever like this, but overall, it's very much enjoyed map. So, Beasty, are we going to be getting the tower? Yep, it's on the way. Villager gets pulled. Crackety, he's going to have to pull back. Now, he does have Akratoy, guys. And he is almost at the gold required for the tech. He's going to go for the outpost. Akratoy gets activated, so there we go. Remember, he can actually use this to his advantage to build because you now get the extra armor as well. So these spearmen only do 5 damage. That means it takes them 10 hits to kill a villager. And Akratoy lasts 30 seconds, long enough to build an outpost with this many. Now, keep in mind, you can still set up an outpost, but for Beasty, unless he goes really deep, it's not going to be able to necessarily block the gold because it won't have arrow slits. And that's not going to be enough for Beasty. He's going to have to back up here. So outpost is up. I think he's still going to try to commit because at this point, you've brought the villager across. You can still get a really good blocker. Is he going for the berries? He is. He's not done yet. I thought he was going to double down on the gold. Instead, he says, okay, that protects gold. What protects this? Kraken needs to be fast about this. He's got 6 villagers now onto the wood. He has got the system buff. This is going to be tight, folks. Villagers are in position. Akratoy is on cooldown for 90 seconds. Beasty, it's outpost on outpost. And Crackety, he's pulling even more villagers. Now it's up to 10. Spearman trying to burn it. At this point, you're committed, right? If you cancel it, you lose too much wood. So he has to get this up. It's do or die in this deciding game. Single elimination here. Beasty cannot deny the outpost. 10 get it up. It's going to be a cancel and a force away here. Well played. So Crackety, he has survived the coming storm, but it's been very expensive to do so. However, Beasty has his own issues. He's only now switching onto gold. So tech up timing is going to favor Crackety here. Yeah, this is scary as well because you fought all these extra buildings and look at the stone. Crackety is not very far off of level 2 Cistern. This is looking really good actually for the German. And by the German, I mean the real-life German, not the roleplay Germans here. Beasty is going to have to catch up. He's rushing on the gold now. Does have the prelate to try and buff him up. In the meantime, another outpost attempted here. He's not done. I mean, you could, in theory, rush another outpost here, but Crackety looks like he's going to allow this. Because in fairness, Beasty's behind, so unless he now wants to switch over the stone to get the arrow slits, you can age up and then try to go for some Limitani to burn this down. Because there shouldn't be arrow slits or anything like that. But yeah, Beasty is going to be arcing on the tree line deep on there, so 6 move across now. His sheep count actually isn't that great, right? It's 15 sheep to 18. I don't know if they both... No, they both missed the south side, right? So I think there's probably like an extra 6 to 8 sheep on the map. Love the way he's kind of prepping this. Remember, past one villager, you get less build speed on a landmark. So, you know, sometimes you have to rush with 10 plus villagers. You don't feel good about it. Instead, he's maximizing the amount of food and whatnot he's going to have before the tech completes. And there you go. He caught all but one. So now he'll complete, drop off, get the better efficiency of the Grand Winery. That's pretty cool. And now you can get arrow slits. I don't think you want to here. You're probably better off getting the Sistine. Wow. He's still paranoid. There might be more outposts coming from Beasty. So, what's the plan out for Beast? Does he just try to go castle? Castle Burgrave theoretically can work, but you've got 17 sheep. It's respectable. It wouldn't be the craziest Burgrave. It also would give an opportunity for Crackety to hit back. Time being that hardworking villager is now on a long migration home. Looks like Crackety, did he miss villager production? He's behind by 1. So something definitely happened there. And yeah, I think we are getting Beasty prepping for castle. He's gathered all the gold off the front. Wait, but we've got a switch on the stone. That should just be for arrow slits. I think he gathered enough, right? It's only 20 gold, so he'll have enough for his tech play. Second outpost is coming in. He's trying to deprive the mercs. A little bit too close, though, remember. Also, a bit risky because you don't know if Crackety's going for arrow slits, as he does have access to this gold. I think this is going to be a double castle race. Who gets more value out of that? I'm wondering, do you do the new Cataphract build? Because I haven't seen that yet against fast-casting HRE. In theory, it should be really good here, right? Because if this isn't Burgrave, both players are likely to open with Knights, and Cataphracts are better. The challenge right now is HRE Eco better, right? So, like, these 23 villagers here, buffed by 40%. Meanwhile, you're only buffing yours by a mere 10%, soon to be 14. Behind this, we are at least getting a level 2, so bump up to 14%. Yeah, Byzantines don't really feel that threatening economically unless they're on berries, right? That's where they get the ridiculous olive oil that surges them forward. Speaking of olive oil, we do have enough to leverage here. I wonder, does Crackety? Yeah, he's going to be Western. I thought maybe he'd try for Keshiks here just to try and counter pressure. Very rare situation where it could make sense against HRE, but just going to go for the more standard. Failed cheese and degreed. Failed cheese and degreed does not work well. I would somewhat challenge that statement, Alien. And the reason I challenge it is sometimes it does work based on your opponent overreacting, because it depends on how they overreact. For example, in this game, Crackety has built triple outposts, right? It's different. Like, if his reaction to cheese was, I was building Lombo's archers and now I can counterattack you, I'd agree. But Crackety has put a lot into static defenses, right? We don't exist in an RTS like where this isn't Mongols with special outpost redeploy tech, right? You can't move these. So this was a heavy investment. Still, I do think that because he chose Regnitz here, Crackety is going to get the opening punt. Lombo's already been queued up. That could block the initial prelate. He has the scout in position to see it coming. And he's going to have a mirrored tech timing here with Cataphract play. This is scary. I've been seeing what Cataphracts have been doing recently, and like it's even worse. Like Cataphracts will beat Knights one-on-one. Obviously, they should with the increased cost. But it's not even remotely close because of the system, the first heal, right? Crackety is fully embracing the way of the Brits here as he's learning to sip. Stable's coming in, so yeah, it's not even going to be Spears. Spears would give some hope here. First relics are being picked up, though. One's on the way home. Second one shouldn't make it, surely. Lombos are moving in. Go straight after the villagers. Easy little strike there. So Stables is going to be complete. I'm a little bit surprised that Crackety didn't pivot south side. There's still an opportunity to block that second prelate. And he should be scouting it out now. Unfortunately, the Lombos are too far away. So it will be 2 relics home for Beasty. That's actually a substantial boon. The problem is how you use it, because you're going Horseman. And remember what we said about his food supply? It's not great. He's down to 5 sheep trying to play Horseman. Crackety, meanwhile, confidently sitting still at 10. And Cataphract's already queued. Not to mention the fact he's got the deer over here. And the Siston is being layered in. So we are actually going to get him quickly up to level 3 Siston. Damn. Alright, this is insanely scary now for Beasty. He is reacting accordingly, like correctly here, right? Getting spears as well as the knights. He done a good job of peeling those initial 2 relics. I'd be really surprised if Beasty gets any more. He has to suspect Gulp here, right? It's tricky because Golden Horn Tower is really good with Lombos on this map. The rush distance isn't too far. However, he's going to learn very quickly that it's Gulping. Cataphract already on the way. There's already 7 of these flasks ready to use. Remember, you heal 150 damage over 6 seconds. And he's already got the sniff of it. So Predator's going to be hunted. There is at least a second one playing into the center of the map. First Cataphract is about to arrive. Walls are going up in the meantime, but these walls... It's kind of crazy the difference it makes. This nerf to walls, this would have been built by now. Luckily, he'll still get it up before Crackety gets an opening. Unless he pulls off a miracle here. Which he could with a trample. Oh, not quite. Okay, so things are somewhat stabilizing for Beasty. He survived the initial Cataphract arriving. He's got his walls up. It's still not great because he's making a farm transition. Meanwhile, yeah, Outpost did get burnt down. So berries are still blocked here, but you could shuffle out to the south side berries and fish. I thought Crackety might try to rush for a relic himself because that would give you the olive oil to get into Lombos here. First Knight is going to find these Lombos, so that's going to be a cleanup. So 5 LBs to be taken down. He's at least trying to Palings. We know Crackety loves his Palings. Takes so long to build, you'd think you need a build permit though. Cataphracts are now looking to get in. I think Crackety needs kills in the next, like, 2 minutes, or this has failed. It's a lot of Cataphracts, though. We're up to 7 right now. You're already seeing Beasty trying to pad himself with additional spears. However, no! He doesn't have the veterancy yet. He keeps spending on knights, but he needs vet here. These are only hardened spears, folks. This could fail. This could actually fail catastrophically for Beasty in a deciding game. Knights do pad you somewhat, but the spearmen are your win condition against this, right? They are going to be breaking in now, so Crackety looks to dive by before the spearmen numbers escalate. Will start to engage, tramples through to the other side, stops them from stepping away. He has got the gulps coming through. Surely this doesn't work. He's cutting away with the injured ones. Spearman count shrinking a bit. Second wave comes in, and the trample is going to become a cooldown in 10 seconds. Villagers now in trouble. Crackety, look at this, shut him down and out. The spearmen, they just evaporate in the face of this. Crossbows now being queued up, but now the body blocker with the trample. Villagers also dying. 7 and crawling upwards. There's just simply not enough room to keep them all safe. Beasty, he tries for the clutch Wololo. Won't get anything for it. The Cataphract flood is too damn good. And so is Crackety. He gets it. An unexpected 2-1 victory here. Crackety will continue through, parked firmly in that semi-finals, confident that he's taken down easily one of the biggest threats in the first KP's midweek muster. Who saw that one coming? If you like these, if you want to see more of these, make sure you're tuning into them weekly. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because this is the first of 29 more weeks to come afterwards. And already week 1 is delivering huge upsets.